Let's throw some light on the consumption pulse. How is the festive season panning out to be? And whether or not you're seeing actually a demand pickup or not. We have Sabyasachi Ray joining in on the show right now, and we also have with us Abhishek Maloo from TBZ joining in on the show. Gentlemen, both of you, thank you so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today. Festival greetings to both of you. Sabyasachi, if I could just start off with you, what's been your observation on ground? Both gold and silver at an all-time high, but is that really sort of stalling consumption in any way?
This is a very good question. All our people, all our jewelers, all our members are very skeptical because from the last dhanteras to this dhanteras, the gold rate has grown by 30 to 40%. So that is a huge, huge growth. And in value terms, because of that, a lot of people were having aspersions. But I think yesterday has shown that, of course, the appetite for gold jewelry of the Indian consumers has not decreased one bit only, and it has grown. So if I divide the consumption into different parts of India, Dhanteras is a big festival in North and West. In South, it is not, see, traditional, it's not a traditional festival. In East also, to an extent, from Bengal onwards, it's not a traditional festival. So Dhanteras has also shown the equal amount of way based on that. So North was rocking. What I hear from all our, all the retailers, West Maharashtra has done very well. South, there were mixed signals. When you go, of course, to large format retailers, I do not want to name it, who are having a large number of stores. There is the mix. They're telling that in at least by volume terms, they're minus 10%. But in general, what I have heard for single store retailers is that they have in value terms at least 20% up. In volume terms, because of that, because of the price increase, etc., it may be 5 to 10% down, but value terms, North and West has rocked, and also the single stores have done very well. So I think the TBZ person is also here. He can also, give an underlining message. But generally, the trade is very upbeat because this is the start of the season for jewelry. It starts from here, it goes right up. It after Dhanteras, it goes right up to the marriage season, and marriage season till I think that Pitru Paksha, that 14th of that is Makar. It is our time. So the start of the season has happened very well as per our reports, whatever we are getting from Gaon.
Point taken. So overall, things are looking on the up. But Mr. Ray, if I had to ask you about the change in the consumption behavior and pattern, and we have seen all of those updates coming in from the likes of Zeptos and the Blinkits of the world of how people are consuming, silver and gold coins via that. In fact, to that level that some of these portals had to stop deliveries for some time because they were inundated with demand. What's your reading of that?
No, exactly. That repeatedly when I have come to your channel and other channels, you have told that gold have made a very strong comeback. Just now you are talking about investability or investment in stocks and etc. Gold have come a very strong comeback in terms of investment. So the prediction before Dhanteras also, what I have told is that on the coins and etc. there will be a huge demand because if you are trying to park your money in investment, gold is one of the best options which has come. Because of that, whatever you are telling, that has proven to be right. The people who are investing on gold has increased manyfold because gold is a very safe investment. When the things are not going well, you are not sure about how the economy will behave, how the wars will do, etc. And the returns, as I've told, from last year to this year, there's such a rally gold have made. And in fact, in today's newspaper also you have seen that RBI has brought back their gold from abroad. So the investment of RBI has also gone up. In fact, in all the countries also, the investment to gold portfolio has increased. So why not the public also?
Okay, fair enough. And let's get in a view as well then from you, Mr. Maloo, as to what the outlook is when it comes to a change in demand or sort of consumer preferences in terms of what you're observing. Are you sharing that optimism?
Absolutely. I must echo Mr. Ray's optimism on the consumers and them stepping out. I think, like he said, this is just the beginning of the season, but we're seeing good response to whatever our offerings have been, and this is only expected to multiply. I think some behaviors are more driven by the fact, the factors that are not in consumer controls, which is that obviously if gold price has gone up, then your ability to purchase the quantity is limited by the size of your wallet. So I think that's happened, but whatever we are seeing is that there is compared to last year, I think we are seeing more positive behavior from customers, specifically with not just gold, even diamonds. I think across the board we're seeing that people are showing higher interest.
Quantify that for us, Abhishek, in the sense that what's been the volume growth, if at all, this year versus last year, or what's the value growth? Because value, of course, will be driven a lot by the gold prices as well. But volume wise, what's the growth this year versus last?
So see, again, like right now, actually, Dhanteras is still on. So, we are still in the process. My stores were open till late last night, and we open again early morning. So, we haven't reached the point to actually go. This is just right in the middle of the activities for us. So, it's very difficult for me to give a number there. But overall, what we're seeing is that in terms of walk-ins, we're seeing higher walk-ins. So I'd say about double-digit growth in terms of walk-ins with customers. So there, I can tell you that that's happening. But volume and numbers, I don't have them right now. We're still in the middle of it. And honestly, we don't look at just 1 or 2 days. You have to look at the entire season before you say that you've had volume or value growth in that sense.
Fair enough. Mr. Ray, just wanted a better sense from you when it comes to the overall sales then, that, are you seeing a bit more move away from, let's say, gold to the lab-grown diamonds as well? Because that's become a lot more accessible. Is that something which is causing a bit of a shift in consumer behavior?
See, lab-grown diamond, the growth of lab-grown diamond as a category is a story, of course, that nobody can come out of that fact. But you have to understand, when you are talking about Dhanteras and the festival, so here it's the festival of value, So why people are buying, just now what Abhishek has told, what I have also got news that across the category, there was a very strong demand from the consumers, whether it is gold jewelry, diamond jewelry, everything. And in fact, what I got from some people is that the 18 karat sets, big sets, have made a huge comeback. It's a new category, to say the least, because so that way, it is very surprising, or not very surprising. I think I'd say that the strong, I think, response from the consumers in terms of value-driven jewelry for this Dhanteras, and it's still going on. So if you want to have the exact figures of Dhanteras, I think after tomorrow, but maybe Monday you'll get it, because this will continue till Sunday, and it will continue. As when I started, I told that it is the start of our season. If you have seen the jewelry sales throughout the year, 60% happens in this time of the year, till January. So this is the peak season for sales, and the start of the sales for all categories of jewelry was really fantastic. And this is proven by, you are having one of our best retailers from the country. So he is also telling the same thing. And I have got the similar kind of feedback from all big guys. What I have told. North and West is absolutely fabulous. Till 12 o'clock yesterday, nobody has time to talk also what I have seen. So, and as you have heard just now, that from the early morning also, they have opened their stores. So there is no question that the value-driven growth in terms of jewelry is making a huge comeback.
Okay, and wanted to get in your take, Mr. Maloo, as to what the outlook is when it comes to online sales. How is that shaping up compared to the brick and mortar? Are they coexisting? Is there still that preference toward brick and mortar when it comes to jewelry?
See, jewelry is by and large emotional and a touch and feel product. So online sales are generally limited to people who are either dabbling or looking at, maybe something like coins, where you don't need to touch and feel to understand what the product is. So we see that the preference is for brick and mortar. And see, this is bridal season. So I don't see brides would want to, just look at something online. You want to go to the store, try the product with the, with your bridal dress that you're going to wear on that day. So all of that requires that, and you're looking for, and see, jewelry is, again, it's a big ticket investment, right? So you don't want to, you want that experience that comes with going into a store and speaking to someone and being guided to get the right product. So what we're seeing is that obviously the preference is still offline. Online is good, see, because it is helping a lot of people who are probably dipping their toes in this category to get into the category, but large part of it is still going to be offline.
Water still have a place to go. But Mr. Ray, before I let you go, could you talk to me about how the preference has changed within bullion versus the jewelry set? Are people going more towards the bullions, the coins, etc., or the mix remains the same this Dhanteras?
I will take your question. I'll just also delve upon the previous question what you have told. You are also a lady. You understand that in India, buying jewelry in terms of Dhanteras or the marriage, etc., is a family affair. You go there with the family, you enjoy that time, then you buy the jewelry. So that is one. So when you are talking about now, let us come to this question between jewelry and coins. The preference for jewelry in India will always be more than the coins. Let's say in Dhanteras, they will buy a coin or two to gift and etc. and to store, but ultimately they will be buying the jewelry, because once they walk in the store, if you say that for investment, the necessity is a coin or bullion, but they will buy the jewelry, they will be attracted to that, and based on that, the adornment will rule the roost. So in India, still now, if you see the total market spread also, till now 80%, 80 to 85% is jewelry only. So the lure of the jewelry, because we sell high carated jewelry here in India. So high carats also as a good investment. Ultimately, what is the difference between bullion and 22 carat? Or maybe in some parts of Maharashtra, it's 24 carat also. So jewelry will rule the roost. People will invest in coins and bullion for investment sake, but always it will be 10 to 15%, not more than that.
Hi, gentlemen, good to have you on board. Thank you so much for joining in and giving us a pulse as to what the outlook is when it comes to jewelry demand and the long-term outlook. So it seems like it's been a good response to new offerings. Walk-ins have been pretty robust as well, and by and large, we have seen a pretty healthy festive demand. All right, time to move right on then and connect with Sanjay Swaroop. He's the Chairman Managing.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.